Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are all doing well. Please remember that this reading is general, so it may or may not resonate. So Aquarius, this reading is going to be all about you and what you might need to work on, some self-care advice, things of that sort. So what does Aquarius need to know, Spirit? Okay, so Aquarius, I'm not going to speak on it too much here, but we will talk about it. Okay. So Aquarius, I don't know if you guys have watched the reading I did. I talked about like a master manipulator. These two cards did come out in that reading, okay? So it's the Evil Queen in the Library. I don't want to scare you guys, but I'll just tell you how I'm feeling. So number 22 is the Library. It says take control of your own narrative. So you can see that, this girl seems to be like a puppet on a string, which is why I brought that reading up, because that reading was kind of talking about someone trying to manipulate the collective, coming back. It was more so like retrograde energy. So Aquarius, you already know what I'm gonna say, so I'm not gonna even say it. You guys hate when I talk about exes. Just be wary. Okay. Okay, so what I'm getting at though too is that, you might have been in some type of toxic relationship, Aquarius, and now you kind of are taking back your power, taking back your narrative. You might have felt like you were silenced with the person that you were with. We do have number 2, which is the Evil Queen. It says you deserve sugar, not salt. So, as we know, sugar and salt look the same. Only until you taste it can you tell the difference. So, Aquarius, I do feel like you might have gotten into a relationship or something where you thought that things looked nice, where things looked shiny, where you thought you would see the fruits of your labor, and it turned out that you didn't. It was a facade. The person was wearing a false mask, or you learned that maybe something that you were manifesting, something that you wanted, wasn't all glitz and glamour that you thought it'd be. So that might just apply to a few of you. We do have the number 42. It says homeward. It says take yourself out on a date. So this woman, she actually looks, in the picture, she looks pretty content about where she is in life, just how her life is. So I feel like right now, Aquarius, you might be kind of just looking out to the beauty of the world, because even in this picture, in this photo, she's kind of looking out to like the greenery, out into the woods and nature, and seeing like the beauty of it. So Aquarius, as you are taking back your power, maybe from this person, I feel like you are kind of gaining your confidence more. You are just kind of seeing the beauty around you again. This person might have had you in a cycle where you just felt really defeated and down. And I don't think that's necessarily your energy. I feel like you guys are usually upbeat. You are my opposite sign, and I unfortunately haven't had the pleasure really of knowing too many Aquarians. I've met a couple in high school, and you guys did seem like really cool people. Nice vibe with you, but I wasn't really good friends, so I don't really know. We have the number 28, which is protest. So start a revolution. So some of you guys might be kind of interested or just exploring your interests. So some of you guys, this can actually be literal, where you are like going to go protest for things that you do believe in. You guys are the humanitarian sign. So some of you guys might be wanting to protest for human rights, and the Roe versus Wade issue that is going on right now, where they do want to overturn it. So I don't want that to be a whole discussion in the comment thread, because obviously everyone has their own opinions, but I feel like you guys are maybe just trying to take action for, things that you feel that are unjust. But I feel like a lot of you guys, maybe you are starting to talk about things that are unjust in your own life instead of just around with other people. Some of you guys, I feel like you do take care of other people more so than yourself. You advocate for others, but sometimes you might have an issue speaking up for yourself. As we know, you guys are relatively the sign that doesn't really necessarily express your emotions, although that is kind of a stereotype, I will say. I feel like once there is some BS, you guys have no problem actually speaking up and talking about certain things, but people like to say that you guys are emotionally detached, as you guys know. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but I feel like you just know really when to use your logical brain about something and when to put your emotions into something, and other people just aren't necessarily as emotionally inclined to do so. Okay, so I feel like right now you might be just kind of really gaining back your power and really just learning, like, maybe the lessons that you needed to learn about this specific situation. If you feel like something is unjust, I feel like you are going to be speaking about it, even if it's just you writing about it, writing this person a letter if they did you wrong, writing a book, being able to figure out a way to turn a loss into a success. We have the number 36, so some of you guys could be 36. We have the word gold here. So you don't need someone else to fix you. I feel like maybe you guys have felt like you needed another partner. I don't necessarily think that you guys are needy, but at the same time, I've heard that Aquarians from an Aquarius, Rich Lope, he did like an Aquarian series. So, I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know everything about you. But he would mention about like how you guys do sometimes get obsessed with a thought. When you have something fixated in your mind, you focus on that. So maybe some of you were hoping, putting all your eggs in one basket for a person to kind of help fix maybe your ideologies about love. Maybe you are a little bit more standoffish, where you have your reservations, and you thought that investing time and energy in a person was going to fix you. That usually stems with a lot of people who have issues with emotional independence. However, for the most part, I think you guys are fairly emotionally independent individuals, but of course there are some people who do resonate with this, who do fall in that line where, you are kind of a little bit more codependent of someone else's energy. And I feel like maybe you guys have gotten to the point where you're like, okay, well, I'm good on my own. I don't need anyone else. Don't need anyone to fix me. Don't need to be fixing anyone else. I feel like a lot of you guys are nurturing healing, and you do, because you generally care about people and you do have that humanitarian aspect to yourself. You might have been giving a little bit more to situations where you didn't necessarily need to be doing so. spirit guides have to say. Okay, so Aquarius, this might be showing how young I am. Well, I'm a millennial, okay, but I don't know how, like, most of the people who watch me are between like 24 and like 30-ish, 40. So you guys might know this song, but the song that came to my mind right now was the song by Everlife called Find Yourself and You. So that song was featured on Disney in a movie called, what is it called? Go Figure. So, and the Hannah Montana soundtrack. But that song is pretty much like finding yourself within yourself. Basically, not really conforming to what other people want of you, trying to be like someone else to fit in, but just living in your own authentic truth. And I feel like that is really what the core is with the Aquarian energy. You guys are individuals, and I do feel like sometimes maybe we lose sight of that for the Aquarian that I am channeling here. But I will leave the link to that song for you guys to listen to in the description box if you want to hear it. So it goes like, don't be scared, there's someone there to say these words you need to hear. Don't let anybody tell you who you are. Don't let go. Your life's a shooting star. Believe in what you wish for. Believe it will be true. You will never find yourself in anyone else. Find yourself in you. Something like that. But I know I probably said it wrong. But alright, let's see what's going on with y'all. Alright. Messages from my Aquarius, please. Messages from my Aquarians. Okay, Aquarius, I think you get this every time, or a lot. We have Puya, Hawaiian Owl. Your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. So you guys might be seeing some signs, synchronicities on the clock, on gas prices, on, receipts of things. Don't know. I know for me, I've been seeing 1010 a lot, so you guys might be seeing 1010. You might be seeing the regular angel numbers 222, 1111, 444, 333, things of that sort. Of course, there are a bunch of different variations, but you might be also seeing different birds. In this picture, it's an owl, so you might be seeing an owl depending on where you live or on your social media feed, however may have you. But I feel like right now it's just important for you maybe to be Googling these signs and synchronicities that you are seeing. So for me, I was seeing honeybees. I've been seeing hummingbirds. I've been seeing spiders. A little while ago, I saw a scorpion. But like just different things like that. Just kind of figure out what the meaning is behind what you're seeing. So I do have a rattlesnake, The experiences that you're presently going through are initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. I think you guys have gotten this before. Some of you guys are meant to be healers. So you are just kind of following your intuition, definitely learning a little bit more about spirituality. Some of you guys already went through your spiritual awakening or in the process of going through it. So I feel like definitely now is the time just really to embrace whatever changes you're going through at this moment. We have Peacock. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. So again, more standout energy. We have snow leopard. I wanted to say snow lion, but then I wanted to read it backwards. So Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm having some issues, y'all. So take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. So some of you guys, you are going through maybe possibly a dark night of the soul right now where you are isolated from other people. It could just be that spirit is currently isolating you from other people so that you can gain the proper knowledge and wisdom that you need to be fulfilling your purpose here, okay? I know a lot of people don't like when they feel like, spirit is isolating them from other people, especially if you are someone who has been trying to date, if you guys are out there casually dating and then you find that, you're not really connecting with anyone, that people are ghosting you out of the blue. I do feel like it is more so because you are in your Empress energy where, and spirit is kind of protecting you at this time to where they don't want you really with low vibrational people. So because of that, these people are going to fall off because they are not on your same frequency as you. Whereas on the other flip of it, spirit wants you to be alone, probably celibate for some of you, so that you can gain the proper wisdom that you need to be on your journey. We do have mountain goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to correct it. Okay, so guys, there's something out of balance. It might be your chakras being out of balance. Maybe be your work life compared to like your family or relationship life. Maybe you are putting too much focus and energy on one or the other, and maybe it's now time for you to kind of take a step back and really evaluate what you really want in your life, because some of you, you're meant to be healers, and that might mean stepping away from maybe leadership roles in your work life, maybe just like changing things up for yourself. We do have chimpanzee. It says use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your question. So if it does pertain to a specific person, Aquarius, I do feel like you are kind of just really trusting in yourself, trusting if this relationship is for you, for those of you who are kind of seeking a romantic partner at this time. For others of you, you might just be kind of trying to figure out a past situation on just how to move forward. And, especially if it pertains to like your work, you might be trying to figure out what you truly want to do, what your calling is. Your heart might be guiding you in one direction, but your mind might be guiding you in another. So I think it's just important for you to use both. Really figure out, okay, I need to figure out what's going to make me money, but what's going to bring me the most happiness at the specific time as well. Thank you. Okay, Aquarius, I think you've gotten some of these cards before. Okay, we have body. Your body deserves your love. So, like I said, I feel like some of you guys are practicing some celibacy. Some of you guys are learning to love your body after maybe a period where you had someone telling you or shaming you for your body. Some of you guys, I do think you did get out of a toxic relationship where the person was just mean to you. And, they made you feel self-conscious about yourself and maybe your appearance. For others of you, you might have gained some weight during the pandemic, so you do feel a little bit self-conscious about maybe that weight gain because it's not coming off as quickly and easily as you had hoped. But others of you, I think you just are nurturing yourself right now. Just loving every bit of you and knowing that you are basically the bee's knees. You are everything and more, and anyone who comes into your presence will be lucky to have you, Aquarius. We have space. It says the quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. So some of you guys might actually be decluttering your life right now, maybe decluttering your homes, really figuring out what serves you, what you really need, as well as this pertaining to relationships. You're figuring out what relationships really add value in your life and what, drains you, what drains your energy at the specific time. So I feel like right now you are definitely just really going within, really taking the time to do that introspection, possibly do some shadow work on yourself, really figure out maybe why you hold on to certain things. I did talk about you guys being a little bit obsessive when you guys get an idea of something. So maybe you are kind of getting into a spot in your life where you are kind of just figuring out why that is. We have rebel. It says it's time to celebrate the fact that you don't fit in. Stand on your own 2 feet. Yeah, Aquarius. There's something here where I feel like there is an Aquarian who's just having a really hard time being them. Maybe you are afraid of rejection by someone, or you're afraid of being different, of being considered quote unquote weird, but I feel like that's just kind of the ball game with you guys. You guys are unique and it's intriguing to all the other zodiac signs. And I feel like someone here is just dimming their light for some reason. We do have kindness. It says, what if being kind to yourself really could change everything? So yeah, I feel like, again, you are learning to be kind to yourself, learning to be kind to your body, learning to accept who you are as an individual. Maybe you've had some issues with family members who've kind of tried to suppress or repress your expression. So now you are just having a hard time kind of branching out and being your true authentic self. We do have invitation. So it says the words you speak are an invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. So on this card it talks about calm, love, beauty, kindness, joy, hope, adventure, and fun. So I feel like right now you are definitely learning about what you speak out to the world, you get back. So if you are speaking lack of any sort, you receive lack from the divine. If you're speaking abundance, you receive abundance from the divine. So some of you guys, you might have had a limited mindset for a while. You might have been so focused on the 3D where you know only about working like a 9-to-5 job and things of that sort, and now you are venturing out, branching out into spirituality and just learning new things about yourself and the people around you. And you might have people who are still around you who who are trying to repress this for you, who are trying to dim your light, who are trying to stop you from reaching your fullest potential. So that is all I have for you, Aquarius. If you like this reading, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Aquarius.